Hi all, welcome to the video lecture series of Object-Oriented Programming. In this video lecture, we'll be discussing about Java database connectivity. JDBC stands for Java Database Connectivity. It is actually a standard application program interface which is used for connecting Java programs with the various databases available today. By using JDBC application program interface, we can perform several operations like connecting to database, creating SQL or MySQL queries, where SQL stands for Standard Query Language, executing the queries, and viewing and modifying the resulting record. All these functions can be performed by means of the JDBC application program interface. The JDBC architecture consists of two layers. They are JDBC application program interface and JDBC driver application program interface. Here, JDBC application program interface is used for connecting our application, that is the program written by ourselves, with a JDBC manager. Now, what is the purpose of this JDBC manager? JDBC manager is the one which detects or which selects the apt driver that we have to use to connect with the database. That means we have different databases available right now. When our program tries to access a particular database, the driver of that particular database has to be used. For each database, they have their own driver. When we install a new device into our system, we often install certain drivers for that system, right? For example, when we connect a printer or when we connect an external audio device, we'll have to install their driver CD, because that driver helps us to connect to the device and use that device. Similarly, for each database, they have their own drivers. So it is the JDBC manager which detects or which selects the driver of the particular database that we are going to access. So the JDBC application program interface, the first layer of JDBC architecture, is used for connecting our program with a JDBC manager. The JDBC driver application program interface is the one that connects this JDBC manager with the particular driver of the specific database. JDBC application program interface uses a driver manager and database specific drivers. That word database specific is very important, because depending upon the databases, the drivers we use will be varying. So it is the Java database application program interface which uses a driver manager and a database specific drivers to access the database. And this JDBC driver, that is JDBC driver manager, ensures that the correct driver is used to access the database. So we have two layers. They are JDBC API and JDBC driver API. So JDBC API connects our program with the manager, and JDBC driver API helps the manager to detect the correct driver to access the database. This figure shows the JDBC architecture. As you can see, the JDBC application program interface is located between Java application and the JDBC driver manager. So Java application is the program that we have written, and JDBC API is helping our program to connect with the JDBC driver manager. These three represents the different databases available today. There can be more than these three types of databases, but generally these are the three different types of databases used. So as we can see, for each database, they have their own driver, JDBC drivers. Okay, so for Oracle we have one driver, for SQL Server we have another driver, for ODBC we have another driver. So which among these driver has to be used is determined by the type of database we are trying to access through our program. If our program is trying to access Oracle, our program have to use JDBC driver of Oracle. If our program is trying to access SQL, it have to use this JDBC driver of SQL database. So which database driver we have to use? It is determined by the JDBC driver manager. So it is this JDBC driver manager that helps to connect JDBC application program interface with the particular driver we are looking for. So without this JDBC driver manager, it's not possible for the JDBC application program interface to get connected with the driver. Without driver, we cannot access the database. So that's the importance of driver manager. So these are the two different layers of JDBC architecture. First one is JDBC API. The second one is JDBC driver API. JDBC API helps us to connect our Java program with the JDBC driver manager, and JDBC driver API helps to connect this JDBC driver manager with the particular JDBC driver that we have to use. I hope this. How to connect our Java program to a database by using JDBC. There are basically 5 steps that we have to do. They are, first of all, we have to register the driver class. For each database, we have a driver class. We have to register that first of all. Then we have to create the connection. Before we can access the database, we have to create the connection. We have to maintain a connection with the database. Then only we can access the data from the database. So that is the second step, that is create the connection. Once again, first of all, register the driver class. Second, we have to create a connection. And third step is we have to create a statement. What we have to perform, whether we have to insert some data to database, whether we have to retrieve that data from the database, etc. So we have to create the statement then. Then the fourth step is we have to execute that statement. So a command given to database is said to be a query. That is what we mean by execute query. So first of all, we have to create the query. That's what we mean by create statement. Then we have to perform that query. That is known as execution of queries. And finally, we have to close the connection. So these are the 5 different steps that we have to follow if you want to access database through a Java program. First of all, register the driver class. Secondly, create connection. Third, we have to create a statement. Fourth, execute the query. And then finally, we have to close the connection. As mentioned just now, the first step for using JDBC is to register the driver class. So how to do that? For that, we have a method named forName. This method is used for registering the driver class. The second step in JDBC is to get the connection, to create the connection. For that, we have to use a method named getConnection. This method is inside the driver manager class. So the method getConnection inside the driver manager class is used for creating a connection with the database. And third step is to create a statement. For creating statement, we have to use the method create statement. This method is actually inside the connection interface. So these 3 are the first 3 steps that we have to do. First of all, register the driver class. For that, we have to use the method forName. Then create a connection. For that, we have to use the method getConnection. This method is inside the driver manager class. And third step is to create statement. For that, we have to use the method create statement. This method is inside the connection interface. And the object of statement that we have created just now is responsible to execute queries with the database. So in the third step, we have created a statement. We have to get the object of that statement. It is that object that is responsible to execute the query. Now, how to execute the queries? That is what we are going to see next. Okay, that's the fourth step, isn't it? Execute the query. So how to do that? For that, we have to use the execute query method of statement interface to execute the queries. So fourth step is to execute the query. For that, we have to use the method execute query. This method is inside the statement interface. And when we use this method returns something known as the result set object. Result set is actually a class in Java. And when we execute the execute query method, this method returns an object of the class results set. By using that object, we can retrieve all the records from a table inside a database. In a database, all the data, all the information are stored in the form of a table. So if you want to get, so as you know, a table will be having rows and columns. So by using this object of result set that is returned by the execute query method, we can retrieve the rows from the table one by one. And finally, the last step is to close the connection. So when we close the connection, the object statement, okay, that is the connection object statement as well as the result set object also will be closed automatically. We don't have to write separate close, what we can say, we don't have to close the connection object and the result set object separately. It will be closed automatically when we close the connection. To close the connection with the database, we have to use the close method of connection interface. So when we use the close method of the connection interface, it is closing the connection between the database and our program. So when the connection between database and our program is closed, both the result set object and the connection object will be closed automatically. I hope it is clear. So we have all to the 5 steps to connect our program with the database. So first of all, we have to register our program with the driver class. For that, we have to use the method forName method. Then we have to create a connection. For that, we have to use the method named getConnection inside the driver manager class. The third step is to create statement. For that, we have to use the method createStatement. Then we have to execute the query. For that, we have to use execute query method of statement interface. When we use that method, we'll be getting something known as the object of result set as the returned value. That object can be used for accessing all the values from the table inside a database. And the final step is to close the connection. For closing the connection between the database and the program, you have to use the close method of the connection interface. So for all these 5 steps, we have corresponding methods that we have to use. I hope it is clear. We shall conclude now. In this video lecture, we discussed about Java database connectivity. What are the different steps that you have to follow to connect a database with a program, and the methods we have to use to perform each of those steps. That is all in this video lecture. Thank you so much.